All right, y'all. IOBA. My name is TC. Happy Monday to everybody. Hope everybody is starting their week off the way they wanted it to. Um, Saturday, the 5th, they had big ass rallies and protest marches all over the country. They were protesting, Donald Trump and his presidency and his policies and his deportations and his wanting to be a dictator and his calling himself a king and all of the crazy shit that's going on in Donald Trump 2.0. And we ain't even 100 days in yet. We got this guy running around calling himself a king and trying to rule like a dictator, and we ain't even 100 days in yet. I mean, we got the stock market bottoming out, hitting the floor, going. I can't never seen the line go straight down like that, and I don't even have any stocks. People in my family do, but I don't. I don't play the stock. I don't have any, but I do understand. Donald Trump, with seeing all this happen, seeing the markets crash, seeing the economy go bad, laying out this new big ass tariffs, I mean taxes on everybody and everything and everything and everybody, and he went to go play golf. This motherfucker's like Nero playing the fiddle while Rome burned. Ain't that how that story goes? Something like that. So this what we doing now? We straight not giving a fuck. You go, the whole country is on fire more or less, and you go play golf. Now they had a whole bunch of demonstrations all over the country. Like I said, it was the hands-off demonstrations all over the country, and people got up there and made their speeches and everything. And Donald Trump remains defiant. He getting on Air Force One talking about how you know the country is gonna be so great and there'll never be another like it or whatever the fuck he was saying when he was getting on that plane. And he acting like real people and real problems. Well, we just gonna have to suck it up until things get better. And why are they gonna get better? Because he gonna tell you it's better. But in real time, in real life, shit about to get expensive. Things are about to get expensive. And if you think, this is what I personally think. After it's all said and done, the prices ain't gonna go back to the levels they were before the tariffs went into effect. The tariffs might go away, but the prices ain't gonna come all the way back down. At least I think corporations are too greedy to allow that to let that happen. Once everybody kind of get used to these higher ass prices, they're trying to force that down. I mean, that's what I think. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what I think. I think that even if something happens and Donald Trump's tariffs get walked back or whatever, if they be in effect for any length of time, the price you ain't gonna see the prices come back down. It's almost like he destroying the country on purpose, like he mad at America and his whole goddamn agenda is to bring the whole place down for what they tried to do to him, when he was going to court and all of that. When he was, when they put all those indictments on him and convicted him and turned him into a felon and dragged him, through all that embarrassment. What is this? His payback now? Because it sure seems like it. It seems like he purposely trying to rip this place apart. and nobody's trying to stop him. And he got people in his cabinet seem to be helping him. It's crazy. It really is. While at the same time, Donald Trump is trying his best to wash off Elon's Musk. Now I don't know if he's gonna get rid of the dude altogether, but he's definitely trying to get a little space between him and Elon's Musk. Because Elon dumped $20 million into that campaign the other day. I think it was up in Wisconsin somewhere. And lost. And it proves to me anyway that sometimes how much money you dump into a campaign doesn't all the amount of money you dump into a campaign doesn't always guarantee a win. He pumped $270 million, almost $300 million into Trump's campaign. Trump won, but I don't think a lot of it had to do with the money, of course, but a lot of it also had to do with people just racist like that, and they couldn't stand to see this Indian woman in the White House. Couldn't stand to see anybody but a white man in the White House, even though he told them he was going to do these things. I guess they didn't think they would affect them directly or any of that. Because people don't think national politics affect them directly, but they do. I mean, until they do. So Elon pumped all this money into the Trump campaign, and he won. He thought he could do it again in this other instance, and he didn't win. Proving that people are saying, "Look here, man, your money don't fucking matter. This dude is tearing the whole country apart, and you co-signing him. You gave him the money to make that possible, Elon. So people don't like you no more. And you and Donald Trump, y'all kind of joined at the hip. That's what people were telling him. So they rejected him, his money, and his candidate. And so Donald Trump trying to put some space in between him and Elon, because Elon coming off like a loser now. You dig me? So he's trying to wash off some of Elon's Musk. You feel me? I told y'all ain't no friends in this game. Donald Trump ain't loyal to nobody but Donald Trump, but everybody else got to be loyal to Donald Trump too. And like I said, it feel like this dude is mad on a personal level. He don't give a fuck on a personal level, because by now I'm sure he's figured out, or somebody around him has let him know, that these tariffs, they ain't nothing but a big tax hike, and the people just gonna have to pay it. And all of the money that he say is coming in, I don't know where the fuck it's supposed to be coming from, except for from the people who paying the tariffs or the tax, and that's us. I'm sure somebody told him by now that that's really how this goes, but they're gonna keep pumping that lie out there for as long as they can. Friends of mine are saying he ain't gonna make it 4 years. Yeah, he is. His approval rating gonna be in the toilet. We'll probably be in a big war. The economy gonna be so bad until it ain't never gonna recover for another 25 years fully from what's happening. That's where he gonna be at the end of 4 years. But I think he gonna still be there. And to make it all on top of all of that madness, he looking for ways to run for another 4 years. which would make him 85, 86 years old at the end of another 4 years. If he should get elected again, or you know, stay in power, because I don't know what this guy planning on doing, because he's told people they wouldn't have to vote anymore if he won. I mean, Donald Trump say shit, wake up. It's like, dude, go to bed, have a fucked up dream, wake up, and then tell his staffers to make some crazy shit happen. I was telling my coworkers today, Donald Trump go to sleep and wake up and say, God damn it, I'm writing an executive order saying that the motherfucking moon is the 51st state. Not just where we landed, the whole fucking thing. We claiming it. The moon. It's the 51st state. And then everybody around him got to make that shit make sense. That's what he does to me. Go to sleep and wake up and think of crazy shit like what I just said. And everybody around him got to make it make sense. I'm going to raise taxes at least 10% on everybody across the board. But China, I'm going to raise taxes on everything coming out of China by 54 goddamn percent. Knowing how much stuff the United States citizens buy that's Chinese made. And now everybody around him scrambling to make it make sense. That's what y'all elected. The rallies that they had on Saturday, the million people or however many people that was in the streets, y'all gotta bring that shit to Washington. Y'all gotta do a Farrakhan style million person march, a million DEI march on DC. Y'all, that's where you gotta be at. Then they can't ignore you. Then the mainstream media can't ignore you. You gotta be right outside the White House. So that motherfucker you gotta make sure he's there so he can look out the window and see y'all. Because until you do that, well, he can almost ignore the protests. Because they're not right at his front door. He could get in Air Force One and fly down here to Florida. Or y'all could come down here to Florida and do it. How about that? Show up at Mar-a-Lago, a million of you. Because y'all, meaning Trump people who voted for Trump, got to clean this mess up. This is your shit. Anyway, that's it for now, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed my little diatribe, but thanks for coming by and listening to me talk my shit, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Hit the subscribe button for me, would you? TC, and I'm out. Peace.